So the next bit I want to do is just animate the stripes. So what I'm actually going to do is well, we'll do that afterwards. I'm going to turn off the stripe so it's not in the way, and I'm going to turn on, or off the swoosh, and I'm going to turn on the stripes. Sorry, I meant doing this backwards. Here we go. I'm going to turn them on, and then we can see them. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to have them come in after the other thing is there for a second. So I'm just going to hit F5 or right click and insert keyframe. Sorry, I meant insert frame. Insert frame. Okay, so it'll just hold for there. And then from here, we're going to have it keyed in. And the thing is with the stripes is, actually, I'm going to undo that. The problem is with the stripes here, I'm going to go to the first frame, is that they're all on the same drawing, and I actually would like them to not be. So what I'm going to do is I am going to get rid of this one, and we're going to take this one and just make it a symbol. So I'll hit F8, or you can go to Modify, Convert to Symbol, and we'll just call this Cecil Stripe underscore MC, right? Movie clip, yeah. Oops, not plus MC, underscore MC. There we go. Okay, and then what we can do is we can use that one multiple times. So I'm just going to rename this Stripe 01. And then I'm going to duplicate it. So we'll just right click and duplicate layers and rename this Stripe 02. And then I'm going to move that one up. So I have the select tool. So I just held shift and click up. And then we're going to take this one, duplicate it again. Right click, duplicate layers. And we'll call this one Stripe 3. Because I'm just going to animate them each on their own layer. Okay, and then we'll do shift. Okay. I don't know if that's where it's supposed to go. So what we're going to do is I'm actually going to turn off this under circle, and I'm going to turn on my reference. And then I can go to my stripes, Control plus, and I'm just going to use my arrow keys to just make sure that they are more in the correct positions. Good. Just want to have them in the ending position so that way I know. And I'll turn the reference back off, and I will turn the background. That's not the background back on. Okay, and now I can see what we have. Okay, so I'm picturing these just kind of coming up and animating, moving into position. So we will say that this will take, so this took more or less 1 second. We'll have this take 1 second afterwards. So I'm just going to go ahead and extend my keyframes to, we'll go to 50 since the other one went there. So I'm just going to click and drag across these three. You can hit F5 or right click and insert frame. Now, since these are symbols, I'm also going to extend this. I'm just going to hit F5 this time because I'm lazy. This circle's also got to go to the end, and so does the circle mask, and so will the text. Okay, just extending everything so that way everything's there all the time. And so now if you look, you'll see that swoosh will happen. And I'm actually going to take the swoosh out of the circle. I'm going to put it above the mask so that way it isn't part of the whole thing. All right. So, yeah, what I want to have happen is I want the stripes to end up on the end here. So I'm going to go ahead and I want all three of these. I'm just going to do the motion tween. Do I want to do the motion tween? We'll just do classic tween. So I'm going to click and drag across all three of these because I'm more worried about the motion than I am about the other stuff. So eventually they're all going to be right here. So what we'll do is, actually, you know what? We won't do that. We're going to go ahead and just do classic. Click all of them, right click, and create motion tween, right click, create motion tween, right click, create motion tween. And then at the end, I'm going to click and drag across all three of these and hit F6, or you can right click and insert keyframe. But that way there's the end keyframe. So the starting keyframe and the end keyframe are the same. Actually don't want them to be the same, but I'm just doing that so that way they're all there. So I'm going to grab all three of them, and what I'm going to do is pull them down to underneath it, and that way they'll move up. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to click and drag across all these. I'm going to right click and go copy properties. Oh, it only let me do one at a time. That's annoying. Okay, well, we'll just do it manually. So they get to here, then 25. I want them all to still be down. So I'm going to grab them all again, and I'm just going to move them down again. So it might shift a little underneath here. It doesn't really matter because you won't see it because it will be eventually obscured. It'll be masked by that. So, and then they're going to move up. But I don't want them all to move up at the same time. I want the one to hit there earlier, then the next one, then the next one. So we can do is actually just grab this keyframe. I'm just going to click and drag it and have that one happen over 5. grab this one, click and drag it, have that one happen at 35, grab that one, click and drag it, and have that one happen at 40, which might not be a good time, but that way they'll just happen one at a time, like so. All right, and if we hit play, you'll see that they should be, oh, I got to extend it, the full thing. Okay, hit play. All right, not the sweetest looking thing. That's fine. What I would like to do is, just so I can actually see it how it's meant to be, I'm going to go ahead and turn the mask off, and I'm going to lock all of those. And now if we hit play, you should see it in its actual, like so. All right, so that looks okay. I'd like to do a couple of things with this. So one is, I wish the timing was a little bit better. It's moving very linearly. So I'm going to grab stripe 1 and well, I guess stripe 3, because that's the first one going. And I'm going to click on the Y, and you can see right here. And what I want to do is make it so it's goes fast and then comes to slow. So we're going to go to this one, and let me see. Alt. I'm going to hold Alt and click and drag to the right, and now you'll see that when it goes up, it'll come up fast, and then the last ones are slow. Okay, and then these other ones are moving very linearly. So I'm going to double click on that off, double click on this one, open it up. I'm going to hold Alt, click and drag. Oops, click off, Alt, click and drag. You dirty dog. Click, then hold Alt, click and drag. There we go. Got to click on it first, like that. Double click to close that up. Click on this one, click on it first, then hold Alt, click and drag, like so. And there we go. So let's just see that again. Kind of cool. All right. The other thing I want to do, just to add a little bit more pizzazz, is I think it'd be cool if maybe they were scaled a little bit too. So have it start out kind of wide. So I'm once again going to turn this off so I can see these. And I'm going to go to my the free transform tool, Control Plus. And we're going to do this one, stripe 3 first. So I'm going to grab it. They're locked, that's why. So I'm going to unlock all of these. Grab this one. And we're going to start off with it kind of wide. And it will auto record that. And so then it will get smaller as it comes up. And let's do that to this one too. So grab this one, number 2. And I'm going to drag that one pretty wide. And then I'm going to go to this one. I'm going to drag this one really wide too. So that way when they go up, they'll actually come in scaled. All right, then let's go ahead and put these back as that. Turn this guy back on, and then let's see what that looks like. Enter. All right, and now we have a animated logo. And then let's go ahead and turn the text back on so we can see that as well. Okay, and you can see, yay. Right, a little bit of an animated logo thing. You can kind of do whatever you want, but just to give you a rough idea of something that you could do, there we go. So good luck with that.